different people's perspectives.
Okay.
As a Miss Philippines, we love pageants. Like, is it obvious? Like,
It's kind of funny as she said that because I actually have a friend from the Philippines and she actually told me that she's gonna go try to do Miss Universe. I hope you're watching this. You know who I'm talking about. If you're watching my video, now let's get back to the video. Check the description. Check it out.
so when I saw this, I was like, how lucky am I that I was born into a circumstance that I was able to be given an education.
Yeah.
And these children were just born into the circumstance. It's not fair. So that's why I'm so passionate about education. Education also because I feel that if you give a child an education, it's something that they can never lose.
And they appreciate it more, man. They
break the
appreciate it.
cycle of poverty.
They work hard. They
You know,
appreciate it more.
If you give a child an education and give them a love for learning, they could have an academic career and then hopefully find work that could pull their family out of that circumstance. So I work with an organization called Young Focus Philippines. And they
Young
give free,
Focus Philippines.
Free education and free access to quality education.
Okay.
That's amazing. And I know you've spent some time with those kids as well, right?
Yeah, I've worked in Tondo as I help out in class, with storytelling and, the little games and songs that they teach the kids. It's really a creative environment that's colorful because we want children to fall in love with learning at a young age. And so I work a lot with the younger kids. I've also worked with some of the teens because a lot of them have dropped out of school or they just don't have an interest in school. So it's really engaging them again.
Okay, hold on again.
Something
So, comment down below if you guys are watching this. Should I concentrate my efforts more on the teens or should I concentrate more on the younger kids? Like, if I'm trying to bring stuff, should I bring stuff for the younger kids or the teens? I don't know. I need to know these things. Like, shoe sizes. I need shoe sizes as well. Back to that video.
that they're interested in and want to pursue.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
Thank you.
And speaking of your platform, I also have to tie this into social media a little bit because the Miss Universe pageants have gone beyond the time when social media even existed, but now I feel like it's such a huge part, and I couldn't help but notice that you gained 3 million followers in 2 to 3 weeks or something crazy like that.
Wow.
Crazy.
So
Well,
what
yeah,
kind of
Miss
role do
Universe.
you think social media is now playing in the pageant and then now getting your platform out there?
To first off say, that leap in followers was just,
Oh.
it took me by so much surprise because
Right, can
I
imagine.
still feel like the same girl from a year ago, I don't feel like I've changed that much, but to see that I have such this huge platform now and so many people are listening to what I have to say,
Yeah.
it really makes me want to orientate towards something that will really educate people, create awareness, do something more than show them a cute outfit or what I'm having for lunch.
That is so
social media
true.
has definitely
Man, this chick is smart. I always said that.
Transformed the world of pageantry, and not just pageantry, but any social cause that we like to lend our voice to, or how we inform each other, how we connect. And that's why I think it's a powerful, powerful tool that really has the potential to do so much good. And that's what, as Miss Universe, I really want to utilize as a tool to, as I said, educate, create awareness, draw people to causes that they might not have known about, or connect them to it in some way, somehow see themselves in that person or in that cause. Or so I think social media is an amazing thing. If
It
you do
is.
it
It really is,
I mean,
man.
I can imagine
YouTube,
having
everything.
4 million followers is a bit overwhelming, especially when you get them that fast.
Right?
You're like, what do I do? What do I post? What do I say? Everybody's listening.
You gotta be
Everybody's
careful.
watching. And including some of your fans are some pretty big names now, which I think is very exciting. I know that Tyra Banks actually
Banks.
retweeted one of your walks from the pageant.
I died. So we were having dinner after rehearsals, and literally I was just sitting there, and we're all tired, and I just ate, so I'm having a bit of a food coma, and I'm sitting there, and then I start getting tagged, and it's Tyra Banks,
Oh.
and I just
Tyra
look
Banks.
around to my table, and no one's noticing that I'm freaking out, and then I go to my friend Miss Denmark and tweet, I'm like, Tyra Banks just tweeted at me. It's crazy, and it's the phenomenon of pageantry, the way that it's able to reach so many different markets or countries and people is just crazy.
But it
And
is a
to
lot
have
of
Tyra
work,
Banks
man.
that comment on my walk. I was just like, oh my gosh, if Tyra approves, then I'm,
Tyra approves, so that's all you need.
Right.
But even you talking about pageantry and touching so many people, I know that especially in the U.S., I'm not sure about in other places, but there is some criticism of pageantry and the whole idea of beauty pageants.
Okay.
So I wanted to know a little bit about your experience as Miss Philippines, if, pageantry is looked at in a different way, or even how you combat some of those more negative criticisms.
I can totally see how some people can have a negative perception of beauty pageants, but I feel that that's
How?
drawn from a surface perspective.
Yes.
They don't really see the journeys of the girls themselves or what they represent, because these days, especially with the women that I've competed with in Miss Universe and the women that I've talked to, they all have causes, or they all have a bigger reason for wanting to pursue Miss Universe. And usually it's about the platform, which is so amazing to see, because I think we're also showing that women can be so multifaceted. Like, we can't just be a model, but you could be someone who also is a lawyer or a budding doctor. We're so multifaceted. And I think when you really see what we're trying to represent, what we're trying to do with the platform of pageantry, that will kind of change some people's perspectives. As a Miss Philippines, we love pageants. Like, is it obvious? Like,
It's kind of funny as she said that, because I actually have a friend from the Philippines, and she actually told me that she's gonna go try to do Miss Universe. I hope you're watching this. You know who I'm talking about. If you're watching my video, go party to you, man. So I know that you guys love pageantry, and she told me, my friend from the Philippines told me that she's going to go for Miss Universe next year. Well, this year, she said. Was it this year? I think this year she's going for it. So I'm excited for her. Glad that she said that.
we don't have Super Bowl, but we have the 3 Bs, which is boxing, basketball, and beauty pageants. And, as a Miss Philippines, there is not even as a Miss Philippines yet, as a candidate, there is a certain pressure, because so many people get so passionate about candidates and who's competing and everything. And if I had to develop anything as a candidate, it was mental fortitude, because to be bombarded on social media with both positive and negative comments, it was really hard, to always have a thick skin, because someone can say to you, hey, just don't worry about what they say, but there are times that something will get to you, a comment will hurt. So it's really just building up that mental fortitude that I had to do as a candidate. And just remember why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because I've been doing my charity work for 3 years, which is longer than my pageant career.
Oh, really?
And that was just something that always anchored me in what I'm doing, made it worthwhile. Like, why am I pursuing this platform? This is the reason why.
I love those 3 Bs.
Right?
Yeah.
Now when you think of Philippines, it's like the 3 Bs.
The 3 Bs.
Started a new trend now,
because
3
when I was
Bs.
watching, I felt like the entire audience was rooting for you, and even when you won, it was like Philippines everywhere. So I can't imagine coming together with all these other contestants, like how that works, and how you have a little bit of a different motivation than some of these other.
You see, that's why I always say, man, the Philippine people always stick together. They always stick together. They're supportive, like they're just so supportive, like everyone's family. I keep saying that.
People, and I can imagine you were looking out in the crowd and seeing
so many
people
That's
from
right.
your country.
Yeah, like I was thinking backstage, maybe I want to go out and do a little bit of a fierce moment here or whatever. But then I would see the Filipino flags and just the fans and their faces like just lit up, and I would break out into a smile. Like every time I stepped out onto that stage that night,
Break the smile.
every time I saw a supporter, heard the word Philippines or saw a flag, like the joy that would come over me that I was able to be there and give my country such pride. It just, like, I look back at it as one of the fondest aspects of my journey, which is the support, not even just from Filipinos, but from supporters all around the world. The way that they carry the candidates through and the way that they support them is just, you would never think that they would. But for example, I've had experience where supporters would be like, I know you're staying at this hotel. If you need anything, if you want late night snacks, if you want, a repair on a dress, tell us. And these are people that I don't know, but that they're willing to do that for you.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It shows their level of love and dedication just to support you. And I think that's really something special.
That's also the perks of 4 million followers. 'Cause now you can, living in New York, you could just say, "Hey, I want some Shake Shack," and you'll have it delivered to you.
That's what Uber Eats is like.
Also, did that kind of support, just on that stage in particular, give you some sort of comfort that maybe made the pageant a little easier, less nerve-wracking?
It definitely makes my spirits high all throughout. Just to hear, every time I step out, I can hear the support, and that alone just makes me feel like
Yes,
we
you
have
got
a
it.
phrase that laban, which means fighting. So
I should write out an accent, fighting.
just to make those people proud,
funny.
that they came all the way out there. Look how they're supporting me. They deserve the best performance that I can give.
And she gave the best.
Amazing. And then since we're in New York, I just have to ask, you've settled in? How long have you been here?
5 days.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Settled, I
fresh.
guess. Yeah. What are you most looking forward to about living in New York?
There's so many things to do.
Yeah.
So many places to eat. There's so many things to see. I'm a little bit overwhelmed because there's just so much that I want to do. There's so many places I want to go. Broadway plays I want to see. I want to try and watch some live music. I want to eat everywhere. So yeah, I think really you can find everything in New York, and the people that you meet are from all different corners of the world, all different walks of life, and I think that gives it such an amazing energy. So I love it.
Man, I've
so
been
far,
to New York,
besides
and
the weather,
it's
besides
packed.
the cold.
And winter? You're
My
into that
God.
too?
I mean, trying to
New York
look
is
nice
packed,
while
rammed.
being warm is like an impossible balance to achieve. Can I just say, there are people who are amazing. I walked out the other day and saw someone in like ballet flats in a dress, and I was, what is their superpower? Can they let me in on a trick or something?
And the best thing is everything inside is just like the opposite.
Right?
So you're freezing outside, and then
toasted.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, you'll get used to it eventually, hopefully.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna head over to some audience questions. I think we have one from Twitter.
Cool.
Okay, let's see what it say.
Oh.
Okay, so somebody says, could you tell us the insecurities you overcame after winning the crown, or any insecurities you still have today? Good luck on your media.
I have insecurities just like anyone else. I think people have a perception that once you're successful, once you achieve a certain thing, that your life will be perfect, you'll never have a complaint, you'll never have a down day. That is not the case.
No.
I have bad days, or days where I feel overwhelmed, or like, am I doing the right thing? Is this the right decision? Or I just feel not put together today. I'm having a bad hair day. Just silly things like that. And especially as a public figure, there are so many people who have these expectations of me to always look a certain way. Like I have experience, and I'm sure going forward in this year I'll experience is people always expect beauty queens to be done up 24/7.
Yeah.
Like we wake up with our hair and makeup on.
Nope.
Which is no, not at all. So it's just things like that, dealing with people's expectations, and just, accepting myself for who I am. Sometimes I'll have a breakout. Sometimes I'll feel really lost and overwhelmed or emotional. It happens, and I have insecurities just like everyone else. And it's just a constant pep talk I need to give myself every day. Is like, you know what? You might not be feeling good today, but there's so many things to be grateful for. Just go out and have the best day that you can. Hope that tomorrow you'll be in a better mood. Just things like that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
And then we have 3 in the audience.
Hi, guys.
Mabuhay.
Mabuhay!
Congratulations, and thank you for making us overseas Filipinos very proud of you.
Thank you.
My question is, aside from charity with the children, do you want to lend your platform to animal welfare or the environment in general?
Yeah, definitely. As a Miss Universe, I'm not constrained to how many causes I can lend my voice to. And it's something that I really want to achieve this year is really just make as much as
Man, being like
positive
her president
impact
will
that
be
I
like
possibly can.
unreal.
Whether it be through
Like, actually
the
sitting
many
down next to her,
causes
talking
or
to her.
just quality.
Just be in the same room. Be
making
like,
a
holy shit, I'm
qualitative
actually with her.
to a few causes. Whatever makes the most difference, or whatever opportunity I have, I want to take it. So definitely, another cause that I'm very passionate about is being an advocate for HIV and AIDS. you know, it's just as something I'm passionate about is breaking down the stigma so that people can feel that they can just get tested without having that fear. So yeah, definitely. In my reign, I hope that I can really push as many causes as I can.
See, the
Thank
woman
you.
does it all. I told you guys.
Yeah.
I try.
Hi, Catriona.
Hello.
Congratulations again on your title.
Aw.
Thank you.
So I wanted to ask you, what was the best advice you had gotten from previous Miss Philippines title holders?
Let's see.
This piece of advice was from Rachel Peters, who is my predecessor. She just told me take every day as it comes, because she told me that you can get overwhelmed because it is such a high pressure environment. You know how much expectation is on you, but just take it day by day, which, you know, it's a very simple advice, but I really did apply it throughout the pageant. I would take every day as it comes, because if you start out on day one and you're like, oh my gosh, they're watching everything that we do, or you overthink and you overprocess, and then you start to kind of coil up in stress. I just tried to be like, okay, I just have to get through this day, do my best on this day,
Do your
next
best.
day too. So yeah.
That goes back to something that your dad taught you too.
Yes.
right? I know
One
you had
small
Okay.
step at a time.
Yes.
Yeah, to reach your destination or final journey. Yeah.
That's
awesome.
so true.
And then we have one more.
Hi.
Hi. I'm a pageant girl myself.
Oh.
So, what are some advice you would give any kind of pageant girl on wanting to be the next Miss Universe?
Okay. I wish you the best, firstly, in whatever pageant you pursue or whatever your dreams are in pageantry. Something that I really stay true to is what my values are and my uniqueness, if that makes sense. So, for an example, I'm a very creative person, so I interjected that into every part of my journey. I was really hands-on in my wardrobe, to how my final look was, up to my jewelry, like everything. I was so
I saw some of the
hands-on.
other
And so
dresses,
I
the
felt
green
that
one.
when I walked
Yeah,
out
and the
on
other
that
dresses,
stage,
she
no
did
matter
pretty
what
nice.
happened, I knew that I felt comfortable. I felt as beautiful as I could be, and that I stayed true to myself. And I think that's so important, because in pageantry there will be people who may just have the best intentions as mentors, saying you should wear this color, do your hair like this, walk like this, smile like this. But you need to have the final say. You need to feel comfortable. You need to feel like you, and that will shine through. Yeah, I hope that's helpful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, guess what? You walked how you wanted, and Tyra Banks approved it. So
Yep.
Well,
Everyone's
thank
gonna
you
be
so
talking
much
about
for joining
slow-mo.
us,
That
Catriona.
slow-mo,
It was
man.
so nice chatting with you, and I wish you all the luck for your reign as Miss Universe.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
All right. So you guys seen, man, Miss Universe on the builds, man. Awesome. This girl is so humble, and she is so down to earth. That's the thing about it, man. She's not letting this get to her head. She's like, oh my God, Tyra Banks. She's like, messaging me? Tweeting me? But, man, I want to see what she's going to do in the year. She has a whole year. So let's see what she actually does with the Miss Universe title. Do it! Just do it!